The Sharma house had always been noisy during the day and strangely quiet at night. That night, the silence broke with a sound no one had heard before. From the balcony, a faint light flickered. Not the street light, not a phone torch, but a soft yellow glow, like an old oil lamp coming from the corner where nobody ever sat. Neha woke up first, drawn by the warmth. She peered through the window into the balcony and saw a thin male figure standing in the corner, wrapped in a brown shawl facing the street. The lamp placed beside him flickered gently, as if sharing a secret with the darkness. "Mummyji?" she whispered, shaken. "Someone is on the balcony." Mrs. Sharma came out, wrapped in her own shawl, eyes sharp. "Who?" Neha pointed. The figure turned ever so slightly toward them. Not human eyes. Too dark, too wet, like someone had buried a light under them and left it burning. Both women stepped back. The figure lifted its hand, slowly, and pointed at the door. Then the lamp flickered, and the figure disappeared. The balcony was empty. Only the smell of burnt oil and an old cotton cloth remained. In the morning, the family found the balcony door locked from the inside, the lamp on the table, and a small brown shawl folded neatly on the chair. No one had hung it there, and no one dared to pick it up. The next night, the balcony light came back. This time, the figure sat on the chair, lamp glowing softly beside it, staring at the window between the living room and the balcony. The husband insisted it was a neighbor's reflection, but the reflection did not match anything outside. The figure in the window was always alone, even when the balcony lights went out. Neha woke up in the middle of the night, pulled by the sound of tapping on glass. She walked to the window and found the figure right there, so close its face pressed against the glass. The eyes were wide, black, and somehow wet, as if the glass itself was weeping. The shadow on the shoulders had grown thicker, like a cloak made of smoke. Mrs. Sharma appeared behind her, holding a steel tumbler again, this time filled with salt water. "He's coming from the balcony," she muttered. The figure tapped the glass once more and mouthed a word. "Open." The lamp flickered. The glass cracked from the center, spreading in thin lines, but the crack did not break the window. It only made the figure seem bigger, spread across the glass like a stain. The husband grabbed a broom, ready to hit something, anything, but the figure vanished again the moment he raised it. By morning, the balcony doors were open. The lamp was gone. Only the shawl remained on the chair, now damp, as if it had been soaked in sweat. That night, the balcony light did not flicker. The balcony door opened by itself. The family woke up to the sound of the lock clicking, as if time had sighed. Mrs. Sharma was the first to confront it. She stepped into the balcony with the steel tumbler in one hand and a small diya in the other. The sky outside looked wrong. The stars were too close, the moon too small for the size of the sky. The figure was there, waiting. This time, it was sitting on the chair, the shawl wrapped tightly around its shoulders, the lamp back on the table, but the flame inside burning black. It looked at her, not at the door. "Why did you lock me out?" it asked, in a voice that sounded like wind through old curtains. Mrs. Sharma's voice trembled, but she answered, "You were never in." The figure smiled, too wide, too slow. "I am part of this house. I am the one who sat here every night, waiting for the family to come home." The diya in her hand flickered. The lamp on the table burned brighter. The balcony seemed to stretch, the walls stretching taller, the floor tilting slightly, as if the house itself was trying to make the balcony bigger for the guest who never left. The husband rushed in, holding a broomstick, but the figure did not move. It only turned its head to look at the window, where for a second the husband's reflection showed a different face, that of an old man in a shawl, his eyes too dark, his mouth too wide, watching the family as if it had watched them for years. "Let me stay," the figure whispered. "I don't need a room. Only the balcony. Only the view." The family stood frozen, the door between them and the shadow slightly open, the lamp flickering, the shawl shimmering faintly in the cold air. In the morning, the balcony door was open again, and the lamp was gone. The figure was not there, only the shawl remained on the chair, folded neatly, edges slightly singed, as if it had burned and then cooled again. The family discovered that the lock on the balcony door was broken, the keyhole twisted, the handle hot. Mrs. Sharma refused to replace it. "If the lock keeps breaking, then the house doesn't want it locked," she said. The following night, the balcony light flickered again, softly this time, like it was greeting someone home. From the living room, the family watched. The figure sat on the chair, the lamp at his side, the shawl wrapped around his shoulders, staring out into the night. This time, it did not look at the window or the door. This time it looked peaceful. The neighbors asked the next morning, "Why is your balcony light on at night?" The family exchanged glances. "We left it on," Mrs. Sharma said calmly. "We have a guest now." That night, the balcony light burned all through the dark, the figure sitting quietly, the shadows stretching behind him like someone had painted a permanent outline on the wall. The house grew used to the presence. The balcony door stayed unlocked. The shawl stayed on the chair, and sometimes, if the family watched carefully, they saw the figure raise its hand in a slow, tired wave, as if thanking them for letting it stay where it had always lived. But late at night, when the house forgot to watch, the lamp flame turned black for just a second, and the shadow in the balcony grew larger, as if it was reminding the house that it was never just a guest. It was something that had always been there, watching, waiting, living on the balcony, outside everyone's notices.